Sometimes F1 drivers' professional life is not all we are interested in. We also want to know something about their private lives, about hobbies, families, friends, and girlfriends. Before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon for more exciting updates. The more attention driver attracts on track, the more we want to know about his life off track. Max Verstappen is definitely one of those drivers who attracted everyone's attention immediately after he had come to F1. He was only 16 when he started to compete in F1, and now he's a two-time world champion on his way to winning the third title. No wonder many are interested in his relationship with Brazilian Kelly Piquet, cover girl for February 2023, Dutch Vogue, with more than 1 million followers on Instagram, especially because Piquet is a surname that rings the bells. Kelly, like Max, who is the son of the Belgian-Dutch driver, Jos Verstappen, comes from a Formula One family. Kelly's father is Nelson Piquet Sr., a 3-time world champion, and her brother is Nelson Piquet Jr., who also was the F1 driver, but she followed the steps of her mother, who was a Dutch model. Although she is not a racer herself, she's been hanging around the paddock since she was a child and understands the motorsport Formula One world very well. She said she was quite involved in her brother's career, and therefore understands what F1 drivers are going through with all the pressure on their backs. Max and Kelly started dating in October 2020, but the relationship became official at the very beginning of 2021 when we saw the photo Max shared on Instagram on New Year's Day. From that moment, the Dutchman occasionally shares pictures of them with millions of his followers. Kelly has a successful career as a model, fashion columnist, and PR consultant behind her, and now she's a health and wellness coach. The media were curious about her and 9 years younger Max, but she keeps the story about how exactly their relationship started a mystery. We know that they first met in Monaco in 2016, when they both had dinner with Nelson Piquet Jr., who was a good friend of Max, who was 19 at that moment. She said that something magical happened that night in an interview for Vogue Netherlands. We suppose they felt some kind of connection, and that was all, because that magical moment has not ended up with a romantic relationship back then. Actually, between that night and 2020, when Kelly started dating Max, is the whole story about her relationship with Daniel Kvyat. Remember him? The guy who was in the Red Bull team until he was replaced by Verstappen. Kelly and Daniel were together for 3 years, with a couple of breaks, and even have a little daughter, Penelope, who was born in July 2019. Now Penelope is Max's stepdaughter, and Kelly says that Max is very nice and sweet to her little girl, which she finds cute. There are pictures where they look like a happy family, and yes, it is cute when Max takes a break from sim racing to have a tea party with a little girl, but there is at least one man who would probably disagree, Daniel Kvyat. It seems that Max replaced the Russian in more than one place. Max and Kelly currently live in Monaco, and their relationship seems to be serious. Last year, there were rumors about their breakup, but they turned out to be just that. Rumors. There are no signs of any relationship problems here, on the contrary. Kelly described the relationship as healthy and easygoing. That was last year, but it doesn't seem that anything has changed in the meantime. The tea party we mentioned earlier is a very recent occasion. Can we expect to see Max as a father after we had seen him as a stepfather? Kelly doesn't hide that she hopes to have more children in the future, and Max said a similar thing in one interview. For a Dutch newspaper, he said he definitely wants his own children. Maybe we can expect to see a little kid running around the paddock, sooner or later. It is strange hearing Max talking about kids because we still see him as one. It doesn't seem so long ago when he came to F1 as a teenager. Now he's talking about his own children. He also talked about his retirement plans, which is even more strange than talking about having a kid, because many expect him to be in Formula One for a long time. He's 25. There's still much time for breaking records. However, Max said that he could retire before equals Hamilton's and Schumacher's records, and that he doesn't plan to ever become an F1 veteran like Michael Schumacher or Fernando Alonso. He also mentioned that he doesn't really like format changes in Formula One. These talks about having children and retirement may have nothing to do with his current relationship, but if they have, then his plan to get fat when he retires will not work. Kelly, as a wellness expert, won't let him. Neither Max nor Kelly have ever said anything specific about their plans. We often see their photos on social media and Kelly hanging around the F1 paddock. When they talk about their relationship in the media, they seem happy. But regarding their plans for the future, we can just guess. We can't even be sure they have any plans. It is also a guess. We assume they have from everything we saw and heard. We'll see what happens next in this F1 love story. Max and Kelly are one of the most popular couples in F1, so we'll keep an eye on them. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to get more exciting Formula One news. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye!